welcome and thank you for joining me today. It's a great honor to be part of this event, and my thanks to organizers. So in today's session, I'm just going to talk about mastering DAX for client definition and multi-currency reporting. As my background is coming from retail, so I'm always, when I deliver speech, it must be related to retail, which I appreciate, which I love. So let me introduce myself. My name is Ilgar Zarbaliev. I'm coming from Azerbaijan. I'm a training program manager at Novel Tech company. That is Microsoft's gold partner, both in Azerbaijan and also United Arab Emirates. I'm also a Microsoft Data Platform MVP for Power BI. Also, I'm MCT regional lead for Central and Eastern Europe region. I also manage some top groups like Orlando Power BI user group and also Green Data Innovators user groups. That's all about my. And let's pay attention once again to the agenda. Actually, in this session, I hope and I strongly believe that I will be able to cover the necessary moments, information related to these 2 points. Just using the Earlier DAX function and its implementation to define new and constant clients, and also preparation of multi-currency report. Okay, let's get started with our demo. Here I'm closing my, PowerPoint file. Let's pay attention to the source file that I'm going to use in my demo. So this is very simple Excel formatted file that is consisted of some number of worksheets, like say D stores, D products, D customers. These are dimensional tables, and also I have F sales, F purchasing, and also F expenses factual table. I also have sales plan. Actually, I'm not going to touch this sales plan, but in the second part of our session, I will be also talk about this D currency half and D currency F, just for building multi-currency, just to say report. So it's time also to close this one. Now, I kindly let you know that at the end, you will be able to get my prepared Power BI file where you can find all the necessary analysis regarding building static and dynamic grouping, also customer grouping, ABC analysis, sales plan allocation, seasonality analysis, and also forecasting analysis, right? So also, I'm just going to say close this one. Now we are going with our unique and the only one, a study file. Okay, so here I have a very simple, very simple sales summary report that is related to total sales by year, month, by product category, so on and so forth, right? What I'm going to talk about regarding using the earlier function is related to this part. So let's imagine that we are working in a retail company. Our boss is coming, our retail manager says that he is interested in the percentage of total sales that has been generated by new or old clients. So he wants us to give this information. So how can we solve this information? Actually, there are, these ways. There are a lot of ways, but the way that I'm going to follow is just related to using, tables. Here I have my just say F sales. Okay, just let's also pay attention to my modeling part. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So if you pay attention here, I have used only one-to-many or many-to-one relationship between our tables. And to answer to my retail manager's question, I'm just going to use the so-called F sales factual table. So where to start? So first of all, to answer to the question, I'm just going to add one new column while I'm in F sales table. So I'm going to add, and I'm going to call this one like initial shopping date. So when the first shopping date has been performed. So to find this This, I'm just going to use only minimum function, and I say f sales date, which is date column from my f sales table, right? Then I'm going to close and say enter. If you pay attention here, I got my initial shopping date. Let me just let me change this format to date one. So if you pay attention, there is only one unique date, which is initial date that the first shopping has been done. Okay, now, sorry, to go further, I would like to select or filter one of my clients, right? So here, if you pay attention, I have my customers, say customer one, right? This is my customer one, and it would be better to sort in ascending order this one, right? So if you pay attention, let's pay attention, we see that actually this customer has done shopping for 2 times. First time on 5th of January 2018, and the second time is this date, right? So, but here I got only one, say, date. So it means that I have to complete my formula. Actually, logically, we can use calculate, say, and closing parentheses, but most probably it will not work. Okay, so it means that we have to really complete this, say, formula. So how to complete? We say that, comma, and then for filter, I'm going to use filter function. For table, I'm going to use my F sales table, comma, and for filter expression, I say that F sales customer must be equal to, between double quotes, customer just one, closing double quotes, and closing parentheses, one more enter. Now I will get the initial shopping date on behalf of this selected customer one, just say um, uh, right? So if we pay attention here, we manually added this customer one, which is not good, right? So we are much more interested in, say, other customers, dynamic version, right? So if I select this one, I mean, if I select customer 10, I will get the answer for this one. So well, every time I'm not going to change this one. Um, I'm not going to manually add. I say F sales customer and enter. Pay attention. Okay, it works. But once again, we have one minus case here. What's the case? It shows me once again the first, say, initial shopping date. Get the correct answer. So-called earlier function helps us. I'm saying earlier and coming here, I'm closing parentheses and say, okay, now voila, we get the 5th of January 2018, which is the first shopping date on behalf of this customer one, say, customer one, right? So sorry, I have a little bit cough. Sorry for this. So now we have to get the next steps. What are the next steps? Next step is we have to find the previous, say, shopping date. So actually, this is given by this formula. However, it's not the formula that we are going to use. So we have to find our previous shopping date. So let's first of all change the name and let's call it previous. Okay, our previous shopping date. We keep this one. Keep this one here. I'm just going to add one more condition, and I'm saying that okay, F sales, I'm going to add 1% for the next condition, and I say F sales date. This is date column from my F sales factual table, and it must be less than F sales date. So less than, and here also I'm using earlier function, say F sales, and going with this one, right? So once again, closing parentheses. If I click on this, voila, you see, I get only one date on behalf of this customer, just say one previous shopping date, right? This is 5th of January 2018, which is perfect. If I just change this one, for example, let's change to customer 10, right? So I get this one. Once again, here we see that the previous date has been repeated for many times. Now we'll take care of it. Let's go back to our customer 1. So I'm selecting this one, say customer 1. So, and here, the next step is just, you see, going with, say, finding the difference between previous and current last dates. Here, we have to define the so-called new and constant clients. How? We say that if any client has performed shopping in the range of 365 days, or in one, he makes for the first time shopping, these are the new clients. Actually, let me define once again. I say that if a person for the first time makes shopping, this is my new customer. Or if the difference of between a previous shopping date and current last shopping date is more than 365 days, these are my new clients. Otherwise, these are my just constant or old clients. Now, to find the number of difference between, for example, in this case, 5th of January and 11th June. So we say that new column, and let's call it like, say the difference. It may be a little bit long, but let's go on. The difference between previous and last shopping dates, right? So equal, we say date. This can be found also in Excel. Our first date is this one, previous shopping date. We say previous, right? FCS, previous shopping date, comma, and the next date is, it's going to be, which one? It's going to be F sales date, right? F sales date, this one. And here we are interested in days, right? So closing parentheses and enter. Sorry, we get 157 days. Based on our definition, you can say that this is our, say, this is our constant, say, clients. Why? Because the difference between these two shopping dates is less than 365. So let's define just using simple if function, whether our client is old or just, say, new. So I'm saying add a new column, and I say old over new, something like this, equal. I say if, right, if, okay, and I'm saying that if the difference, right, is less than or equal to 365, it's just going to be my constant, or in other words, old customer. Otherwise, it's going to be new one, right? Okay, so I think it should work. So yeah, that's perfect. This is really my constant customer. But if you pay attention for the first time, based on our definition, this customer 1, should be our new customer, right? So it means that we have to complete our, say, our formula. So we say that if the difference between this one and, I mean, F sales date is greater than 0, then consider other also points. So I'm saying that, so let me come here, say ampersand, and I say that F sales date greater than 0. So consider the other one. Okay, so let's say now let's wait. Maybe something is not correct here. So let's pay attention. Once again, we say that if, okay, okay, we say that all new customers equals to if, and let's come here. And we are going with the next, next say, function. Say if it says the difference between previous and last shopping day less than or equal to 365, and okay, and it's say f sales did give greater than 0. So here we have missed something. So what should we do? We say that f sales the difference between previous and last shopping days less than or equal to 365, which is good, And I'm saying that this one, okay, this is going to be okay, f sales, this one, right? Date diff, the difference, right? It should be greater than 0. Okay, let's check. Okay, now it works perfectly. So actually, this is for the first time when our client makes shopping. He is our new client, but for the second time, which is in the range of difference, which is equal to or less than 365 days, he is our constant one. That's perfect, right? So we can actually select other customers. We can say that, let's go with our customer 9. Okay, for the first time, this was our say. Let me find the okay, this one. For the first time, this was our new client, and also after 402 days, which is greater than 365, he came back and made some shopping. Anyway, he's going to be our new client. That's it. But there must be something. It's always better to check other blank rows also. These blank rows are the people who don't have discount card, so we cannot register these customers. The first time, for example, 1st January, these blank customers are defined like new ones, but as of 2nd of January, sorry, these are going to be defined like constant. But actually, these are different people. So what should we do? This will have negative impact our report. So it's always good to say that don't pay attention to these blank customers. So we say that if here we are going to add one more if function, say that if f sales customer f sales customer not equal to blank, right? Consider this one, right? Okay, otherwise don't pay attention. So let's see, voila, that's perfect. Now everything has been done really. So we say clear all filters, right? So I'm now going back to my say let me go back to my canvas. Here I have my table. So let me make it a little bit bigger. This table. Now I'm going to work on this table. So the next step is adding my new and new or old clients to the legend, right? So now we don't have, it's a little bit weird, but we are going to solve this. So we say that we are not interested in these blank ones. So I'm going to remove them. And for this kind of analysis, it's always better to use this stacked column chart, which is perfect, right? And we have new and constant clients. So what can we do? Actually, we can make some changes. Sorry, here, if we have put taste of regarding colors, for example, for instant ones, we can say we are going to use this one. For example, for new ones, we are going to use, for example, this one. It's a little bit, but ours. So, and also we have to pay attention. Let me remove all this, right? And we have to pay attention that always here we have to sort all the dates. Actually, it's in ascending order, which is correct. Now, the next step is that we see that, for example, the total sales, most part of my total sales have been generated by my new clients. Even in January, in the first month of my operation, there was, say, old clients, right? So I can do the next one. For example, I can sort by, say, this one. It's up to me. I can say something like this. Maybe it's much more better. And the last but least thing is that for this kind of, analysis, it's always better to use this kind of 100% stacked column chart, which is really, really perfect for analysis purpose. So this is about my first, part of the session. So with your permission, I would like to go on with the next one. So next part of my session is related to building multi-currency reporting. So here I'm saying that let's say multi-currency report. Sorry. Now let's say that kindly remind you that my sales is done in euros, and there is a specific total sales F measure that shows me my sales in euros. Here I have also my sales in US dollars. So let's pay attention. Just let me go back. Here, if you pay attention, I have my D currency F table. And this table is related to my F sales table, which is, say, factual table, right? And if you go back here, we have also sales in dollars measure, which using some X function and related function multiplies our sales in euros and with rates euro to US dollars and gives us our sales in just US dollars. Okay. Actually, if you pay attention here, our so-called D currency file is just full date, but we know that not always we can get this kind of say a table. Why? Because if we going to extract currencies from central bank's web page, sorry, I'm sorry. It means that we'll miss some data for weekends, for holidays. But we also know that for weekends, for holidays, the rate for previous working day is taken. Because we have to keep it in our, mind. So let's make some steps. So I'm just going to home and say enter data. It's just for building a supporting table. I'm saying currency, right? Enter. I'm going to say euro, enter, and US dollars. And I'm going to call this table. There's something. Okay, let me write. Say currency tech, right? So say load. Okay, this is my spot table, which is perfect, which is great. And once again, what are we going to do? We are going to add one table, right? This is a table, and here I'm going to add my total sales. This is my total sales in euros, and also I'm adding this one, which is in US dollars. Okay, that's perfect. Now I'm going to add one more slicer. I mean, one slicer, right? Sorry. So let's add our recently added currency tag, this one, right? So I'm just going to use or make something changes in slicer settings. I say tile and like this. And I'm not much more interested in headers. I say I'm interested in one single select. That's perfect. Now, the next step is to relate, okay, relate this selector with this table. So how to relate? Yeah, we are going to use so-called selected value function. And I'm going to call this measure like multi-currency report equals selected value. So let me find it, selected value. And I'm going to say that current is one, right? Which is, okay. Okay, so yeah, let's close it. And the next step is just adding this report. So where did we write this one? Multi-currency. Let's bring here. So actually, it will not work for now. The reason is, what can be the reason? So we have to be sure that the here, if you pay attention, selected value occurs. So let's pay attention here. What can be the reason? We have to be sure that this, actually, let me remove this one. Actually, for now, it works perfectly, but we have something wrong with this multi-currency, multi-currency measure. But I'm checking. I say that. I'm using selected value function, and I'm saying that selected value must be support this currency, yes, which is great, which is yes, right. And then, so what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to add this one here. So let's wait for a while, and there is no changes. Something is wrong. I have to say. I have to be sure that this is going to be all the modeling is done correctly. So let me find it. And okay, the currency actually, yes. Yes, here, yes, I forgot about one thing. The thing is that actually I have to delete the modeling between this currency F and also F since data. So let me delete this one, my bad. So let me, and here I'm much more interested in half the currency, say, table. So I'm going to my transfer and say transfer data. And coming to here, if you pay attention, this is I have to enable this one. So that's perfect, right? Okay, I'm going to close and apply. It's going to be closed and apply. Final two here, modeling. If you pay attention here, I will have this report. And what I'm just going to do, sorry, there is something wrong with my mouse, but I'm going to solve this. So here, the next step is just relating my currency half column with this one. I mean, Excel state column, right? So I'm going to relate this one, but from here, if you pay attention, there is no relationship. Okay, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to say date to date. So I have now the necessary date collection, I mean a connection, which is perfect. Once again, maybe I will not see here the necessary result. So to get this result, what I'm just going to do, I'm just going to relate these, say, here, I'm just going to calculate this one. I mean, relate this one. So I'm saying that the currency, so I'm selecting this the currency half one, right? Saying closing parentheses, and yes. Now we have the necessary relationship. We have the necessary relationship, but once again, I think something is also it's not something is really not goes well. So let me go back once again here. If I pay attention, yes, actually it should work. Selected value, yes. So let me come once again here. Selected value, and it's related to my currency tag report currency, which is good. And then I'm going to relate this one, the currency half, with the F sales one. Okay, and yes, then I'm going to my sales reporting here. Okay, this is my sales one, and I'm saying that here I will yes make some changes. So let's do it here. I'm just going to use say actually yeah. So let's go back to multi-currency, and here I'm going to use switch function, right? Switch function, and my expression is going to be given is selected value currency take currency, which is really perfect. If I yes, let's go on directly. Closing parentheses, my value is euro. Closing parentheses, and then I'm going to total F, and then I'm going to my second value, which is US dollars, and say sales dollars, right? And closing parentheses. Okay, enter. Yes. Now it's so we have to be sure that here my sales it's really going to work with there is the necessary say okay. Let me now remove this one, sales one and total sales one. And now, if I'm going to, okay, I'm very sorry, there is something wrong. So give me time. I think I have done something wrong. So let me check back. I have time a little bit. So let's pay attention. It's my multi-currency report, which is selected value and which is yes, it's going to be worked correctly. Right, yes, euro sales did, okay. And now, F sales, actually, okay, and then, so, changes related function sales measure, rate the currency, okay. So, okay, I think I have to, yes, yeah, which is correct. My modeling is also correct. This one, which is correct, right? There is nothing to change. Okay, but I think the problem is with this one. Switch selected value current, which is written in corrected ways. Okay, so yes, now what should we do? I think the last point, maybe this will help. I'm just going to delete also this one. This say word link, and I'm going to relate my the currency age date with this one. Why? Because I'm going to fulfill this report, and I'm just will do it based on my calendar. Because if you pay attention here to my calendar, say if we are going to here, we see that all the weights, I mean, everything is written here. So once again, I'm going to check this one. And this is my currency, yes, which is perfect, which is correct. And then I have my sort of multi-currency report, which is use using switch, selected value, currency to currency, euro, total sales, here's the dollars. Now, the next step is going to use this one. Yes, this is now works correctly. But what should we do here? I think this is some X. Okay, I will not use time. I will go the further steps. Maybe it will become correct at the end. So here, I'm just going to add one more column with the current USD rates. So I'm saying new column, okay? And I'm going to call this one USD rates. USD rates equals here. I will use just only related functions and the currency, this one, right? Closing parentheses. And you see, I have the necessary, say, just rates, but these rates are, let me change the format, but we have also the missing ones. So our purpose is to fill these missing ones. So to do this, we have to extract these previous rates to fill these missing parts. So to do it, what should we do? We are going to use one more new column, and we are going to say that USD rate align, right? Equals USD rate align, and here we are going to use variables and some functions. So say var variable previous day fulfillment or fulfillment equals, here I'm going to use calculate function, and I'm saying that my calculate function is going to be maximum calendar date, maximum calendar date, right? As I'm connecting my week currency age table with my calendar, and closing parentheses, comma, and for filter, I'm going to say that filter, my table is my calendar, right, comma, and then I'm going to say that calendar date should be less than and equal to. In previous session, in the first part of our session, we used earlier function, and we are saying that earlier function. Earlier, here, we are selecting calendar date, and here I'm adding one more condition, and I'm saying that my calendar USD rates should be greater than 0. And I'm closing parentheses, saying that, let me check once again. Here, I think we have some mistakes. So let's check once again. Calculate maximum calendar filter calendar date less than or equal to earlier calendar date, which is correct. And then I'm saying that, I'm saying that my calendar USD rate should be greater than 0, which is correct. So shift enter, return, and I don't know why, what can be the reason. Calendar date earlier calendar date, okay, earlier calendar date, filter calendar, okay, filter calendar date less than or equal to earlier calendar date, and calendar years rates should be greater than yes. Okay, and here I'm saying previous. Okay, previous something once again something is not correct. So let's check once again. Say calculate maximum. Calculate previous day fulfillment equals calculate maximum. Maximum is a calendar date. We are closing parentheses. Say filter calendar date less than or equal to earlier calendar date. Let me okay, calendar date, and okay, calendar years rate greater than 0. Okay, and return this. Okay, we'll not take this one. Maybe let me remove this one. Let me go back to my say I have to be sure that there is the necessary connection between my currency where I have the necessary connection.
There's a parenthesis. Ilgar, I think
Where?
there's a parenthesis.
Where?
You should add, yeah.
Where? Here? Oh, sorry. I have to come here. Say, yeah. Okay. Use the arrow. You mean this one? No. I think it works. It should work. Okay. Say, okay, this is great, comma. Okay, I'm going with my filter. My table is calendar, which is perfect. My filter expression is earlier, I mean, not earlier, filter expression is calendar date. Calendar date should be less than or equal to, should be equal to earlier. Okay, calendar date. And my calendar USD rates should be greater than 0. Okay, once again, yes. So let's see what's happening. Previous, yes. Now it's good. Yeah, it was the parentheses issue. Sorry. Oh, not something is again wrong. Okay, I will try last time. I'm sorry for this. Say calculate. I'm saying calculate. Okay. My calculate maximum. Maximum.
Are you missing bracket close right before ampersand? After earlier, there is calendar date and the parent, the bracket close is missing, isn't it? Before ampersand. No, before.
Okay.
So,
okay, just thank you. Just a minute. Okay, sorry. Thank you for your help. Okay, let me go once again. Calculate maximum calendar rate. Okay, this is correct, right? Till now, I'm saying filter calendar, then calendar date, right? Yes. I got you. You mean this one, right? Yeah. You mean this one, right? Okay.
yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, that's it. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your help. So I'm going to change this one to date one. And if you pay attention here, you see I have 1st of January, which is the first date before the black one. I mean, black rows, right? So, which is correct. Now, the second step is just to change this part with this one, right? So, to do it, I hope I will do it now correctly. I'm saying that here also calculate. Okay, my expression is going to be, I can use either, sorry, average or maximum or minimum, doesn't matter. I'm going to use average and saying calendar USD rates because I'm interested in these rates. So comma, and then I'm going to going with my filter function, say filter, and my table is going to be my calendar, right? And comma, say calendar, my calendar date, my calendar date. Okay, must be equal to previous one. This variable, right? So here I'm just going to close. Say, sorry, say enter. Now I will get the necessary, say, I will get the necessary values. Last thing is just come to the, so let me just come to table view. And we have to be sure that, first of all, our decurrency, this one, is related to calendar, which is related to. And then I'm coming to my canvas. Here I have to make some changes. For example, first of all, let's close this one. First of all, here must be not this one. I'm okay. I have to be sure that first of all there is a relationship using selected value function with this one. I don't see this relationship now, so for this purpose I have to check this one. Yeah, this is selected. Let me multi-currency report. So my multi-currency report is going to be this one, switch selected value currency, yes, which is, I hope this is correct. Okay, there is no issue. I hope, yeah. And then here, I hope we have to change this one, sales. Why? Because we are going to relate this one with calendar. I hope you will agree with me, this one, right? And okay, enter. Okay, yes, let's wait for a while. Yeah, and also here, let's go with the multi-currency report. Multi-currency report is also going to with switch selected value currency. Yes, selected value currency. I hope we should also change it with something. Okay, selected values, which is correct. Yeah, yeah. Selected value, enter, closing parentheses, enter. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know actually what can be the reason, but I think I have written this formula correctly. I'm taking your 2 minutes for the last time. Switch, selected value, currency, take currency. Let me check this one. I have to be sure that everything is written correctly. Yes, it's correctly is written. Yes, currency. Yeah, this one. So let me be sure that this is the right one. Okay, currency. I'm going to add here. Yes. Now, the next step should be related to with this table. For this purpose, I'm going to use multi-currency report where I'm using switch and saying that selected value, currency tech, currency euro, total sales, yes, which is correct. Okay. Yes, actually, I don't understand the reason why is something like this. So if anyone has any idea, I will be very happy. If not, I would like to end my session here. But actually, what we were planning to do is, once again, to relate this multi-currency report with this one. Okay, yeah. And okay, let me write. Sales. I don't know. Sales dollars. Okay, it will give me in sales, but euro. No, it's not affecting here. No, something is wrong. Last 2 minutes, please. Sorry. Multi-currency, which is perfect. I think this is the correct. Yes, this is correct one. My multi-currency, yes, switch selected value. Here, I think I have to change this one. It's my bad. Sales in dollars, if I'm not mistaken. So no. Sales in dollars, or I think I have to select selected. I have to change selected value. I have to change selected value. It's going to be my multi-currency. Say, I don't know. It's going to be my sales in dollars, or no. I think we should go on with this one. With currency, which is good. This one. Okay. And yeah, and that. Once again, let me go back. I don't know the reason. Once again, if anyone has any idea, please kind us tell. But I don't know the reason. Actually, yes.
Can you just show the value for selected value, nothing else, and see what it is returning? I think there is some problem.
Yes,
just remove everything,
yeah.
And just put selected value there, right? And display the result of that selected value.
Okay. Let me change this one. and my selected value is this one, right? Actually, it's not. There is a mistake, but I have to say that multi-currency report, my switch, I'm using my switch function, and I think it should be related to
remove the switch function and just put selected value and and see what it is returning, right? I think there is a relationship problem there. So yeah, remove everything. Just return selected value.
So currency, this one, right? I mean, actually, there is no relationship, right? Because I have deleted the relationship. So it's going to be, you see, it's going to be, no. So to do it, what should we do? We should also deal with, I mean, should be.
Yeah, there is currency type, but there is no relationship from currency to currency type, right?
Yes. So say selected value. I'm going to use currency, this one. Blank.
It is returning blank because there is no relationship.
Why? Because the currency and this one. You mean there is no, but if you pay attention,
there is
supporting.
There is currency. Exactly. There should be relationship, right?
No, it's not mandatory. So I don't know. But if you can, okay, I'm checking once again, but I hope this should be working. Multi-currency report, selected value, currency, tech currency, which is really in this case should be correct. And I'm saying that I'm going to use say here it should be just let's say that I'm not going. Yes, no, I think here we should use switch function. We should switch function. Our expression is given selected value. It's given selected value, and I'm going with currency tag, closing parentheses, enter. My value is euro, but we have to be sure that euro is written correctly. Maybe it can be the reason. Total sales. And USD, yes, sales. Closing parentheses. Yeah, enter. So this is the correct one. I think this is the correct one. And we have this currency here, the currency half, and we have the necessary. But I think, once again, there must be a relationship between, instead of this one, there must be, other. No, it's correct. I think it's correct. So FCS and the currency, yes. And then I'm going with, no, I think I have done everything correct, but something is wrong with the relationship. So sorry for this. There's nothing to do. And I don't want to take your time. I'm very sorry for the case. But overall, the way is correct. Maybe I have made some mistakes, very minor mistakes, so it doesn't affect my table. So that's all from my side. I'm sorry that I couldn't complete in a required way. Sorry.